I didn't mean to make the room stop breathing. I only meant to sit in the back row unnoticed, like the family ghost they'd made me. But life snaps when stretched too far, and mine snapped the second her drill sergeant's eyes locked onto mine. Wait, you're him? The word hung like a loaded gun. My father's jaw froze. My sister's smile collapsed. My mother gasped, clutching the chair beside her. Every whisper died mid-sentence. I didn't flinch, didn't blink. Silence was the blade I'd honed for years. There was a time they called me the promising one. My father bragged about my scholarships, my discipline, my future. My sister idolized me. My mother said I was the quiet backbone of the family before the divorce, before the fallout, before they needed a villain to feel whole, before they needed someone to blame. When my ex-wife lied in court, spun her story with trembling lips and contrived tears, it was my family who nodded. They didn't question how quickly they turned on me, how eagerly they swallowed lies. Someone had to be guilty of her betrayal, and I was convenient. Failed my marriage, failed my career, failed them. They carved the word into me with their silence. It began with small things. My sister avoiding my messages, my father's clipped phone calls, rumors through friends. They painted me unhinged, reckless, proven guilty by the court of their making. But the deepest wound came when I discovered they attended my ex-wife's engagement party. Toasted her, hugged her, smiled beside her in pictures. It wasn't heartbreak. It was clarity. I stopped hoping for apologies. Hope is for the naive. I traded it for discipline. I didn't rage. I didn't confront. I observed. While they assumed I was broken, I rebuilt my life piece by piece, quietly, methodically. I completed my degree in cybersecurity, accepted a classified position, earned commendations. Nothing flashy, just progress precise enough to cut steel. I told no one. Let them believe I was nothing. Lies make excellent camouflage. When I learned my sister was shipping off to basic training, the same sister who told people I was unstable, I made my choice. I would attend her graduation. Not to celebrate, to let the truth walk in on its own legs. I arrived early, formal uniform pressed, medals gleaming, identity my family had ignored. I took a seat in the back, silent, shadowed. As certificates were handed out, I watched my father laugh, proud, present, everything he had never been for me. It almost amused me. Then her drill sergeant, square-shouldered and carved from authority, glanced my way. His eyes widened. Recognition hit like a bullet. He strode toward me. "Sir," he said, voice echoing. "I didn't know you were coming." My father turned. You know him?" The sergeant nodded. "Of course. Everyone here knows Major Hale." The gasp moved through the room like cold wind. My sister blinked. "You, a major?" I held her gaze. "Years." My father swallowed hard. "Why didn't you tell us?" he asked. "Because you never asked." I stood slowly, deliberately. Truth pressed on them heavier than accusation. The sergeant cleared his throat. "Your brother's team is why half our tech infrastructure doesn't collapse, ma'am," he said to my sister. "He's one of the best." My father's face drained. My sister's pride twisted into embarrassment. The room stared at them, not me. "Perfect." I stepped closer, voice calm, precise. "You wanted a failure," I said. "So you stopped looking the moment you decided I fit the part." My father opened his mouth. I raised a hand. "No, you made your choice years ago. Today, you live with it." Their silence tasted sweeter than forgiveness. I walked out before they could respond. The room was still. I heard my mother gasp, my sister whisper, my father mutter under his breath. Each sound a confession, unspoken but understood. Outside, the sun caught the uniform's polished edges. I let the wind brush my face. Let them chase the truth in their own time. Let them drown in the realization the sun they abandoned had risen without them. Revenge doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers in a shadow. Sometimes it looks like success they never imagined. Sometimes it is walking away while they finally see you clearly. And sometimes it looks exactly like this. I smiled, the echo of their trailing behind me, and disappeared into the quiet strength I had earned.